People, the world is on fire. Literally and figuratively. California is on fire and in a major drought. The whole western United States is in a drought. There is corn, soy, and wheat shortages, not just from America, but internationally, which is causing inflation in food prices, but also causing inflation in meat prices because some of that is used for feed. There's so much going on right now, it's unbelievable. Rampant inflation, food costs nearly doubling from this time last year. And just within the last couple days, the United States pulled out of Afghanistan, leaving equipment and allies behind. The Taliban, which 2 years ago, under the Trump administration, and I don't care whether you like Trump or not, facts are facts. And 2 years ago, the Taliban had almost been eradicated prior to COVID. And today, nearly all of Afghanistan is under their control. They now have a United States Black Hawk helicopter with all of the technology it contains. They now have multiple drones and all of the technology they contain. They have all of the weapons and all of the ammunition from the United States Embassy. Short range, medium range, long range weapons. The Afghan army and Afghan Air Force, the Afghan military, there's nothing they could do. Air superiority was the majority of our strategy over there. We used aircraft to move people. We used aircraft to move munitions. We used aircraft to give air support. And we used aircraft to move goods to different regions and locations. And the United States pulling out, we pulled out all of our people, all of our aircraft, and all of the contractors, which were taking care of and doing the ground maintenance on the Afghan military's aircraft, which means they could not use the one thing they had that gave them a strategic advantage over the Taliban. So once we left, their military crumbled. And today I get an email from the Veteran Administration, because I am a United States military veteran, talking to me about how they're sure veterans are feeling feelings of betrayal, and that we're feeling feelings of guilt and sadness, and we're wondering if our sacrifice was worth it. And they went in to talk about how, not everybody returned home and not everybody returned in one piece. And a lot of people returned scarred mentally and physically, and et cetera, et cetera. And it was doing everything except justifying those feelings. And it's wild because they hit the nail on the head, but they just tried to pretend that it was just, hey, you're just feeling this, but it's not real. It's not accurate. It's just feelings. But no. And we left a lot of people and a lot of allies over there who were helping us, other countries and people who were from Afghanistan. And the people that we left who are still in Afghanistan are going to die, and their families are going to die, and they're probably not going to die in a very nice way. They will be made an example of. The females will be raped and tortured, maybe even sold. The children, terrible things will be done to them. And the men will be tortured, killed, dismembered, hung up for everybody to see. The Taliban is already going house to house collecting weapons. They say, you don't need weapons. We're here to take care of you now. Just like every other regime, they take your weapons, and now you can't fight back, and now you have to be one of them. It's disgusting what's going on over there. The Taliban have complete control of Afghanistan. There's nothing the people there can do. And now they have our technology. And now they have what they need to reverse engineer and find out how we do what we do. So, in addition to China and Russia doing war games together, war games are training, basically pretending that they're actually fighting and figuring out how to do coordination and whatnot to... Sorry, getting a phone call. Figuring out how to coordinate and set up if there was an actual war. China and Russia are doing war games. The Taliban just took over Afghanistan. Lake Oroville is so low they have to turn off electricity to 800,000 people in Northern California. And now Lake Mead is so low, it's at 36% capacity. And they are sending 17% less water to Arizona, and like 7% less water to Nevada. Lake Mead is what feeds the Hoover Dam. It's the largest artificial lake / reservoir in the United States. And it is down to 36% capacity. And the latest reports, which may or may not be true, I don't really know how they can determine that, but the latest reports say that it may never be at full capacity again. So what this all boils down to is expect terrorist attacks against America. Expect potential attacks on our soil. To accompany the supply chain interruptions, the food shortages, the crop failures, the fires, the droughts, the rampant inflation that I've already been telling you, you really need to prepare for. If this isn't a wake-up call, you're in a coma. This is von Bakenstein giving you a swift kick in the ass. Wake up. Tomorrow could be too late.